Hello everyone. Hi. Welcome to FX Continuous Forex Institute. What we do here, we teach Forex. What happens at Forex? I'll teach you from the basics all the way to the advanced courses. Actually, speaking here is Petsia. Most of you know me on Facebook. If you don't have me on Facebook, you can just go to Facebook and search for Petsia, PATSYA, and you will find me there. So here I'm just gonna cover the basics. I'm gonna teach the basics of Forex, or let me just say the basics, the information that we consider basics here at FX Quintillion, because I might say it's basic and you find that other guys, to them it's their advanced courses. So then let's get started then. So what happens is, in Forex, it's all about shares. That's where it all starts. So I don't know if you guys understand the terms shares. If you understand, like, if a shareholder in a certain company, how do they get money or how do they make money? So since I don't know if you know that stuff, I'm just gonna go through it here on this video. So let's just assume that in your area where you're living, there is a construction, they're building, let's say they're building ShopRite or something. Let's say they're building ShopRite there by your area there. So since they're building ShopRite, you know that a group of guys, at first these guys need to meet, let's say about 4 guys, and they need to contribute money. They need to contribute money to start this store. So in order for this store to run, they need to be guys who are gonna contribute money, because then you cannot just start building a store without money. So you will need money. So let's just assume that they need 5 million to start a construction or to start this store. That's all the money they're gonna need to go through construction phase and order the stuff they're gonna be selling and everything. So now what happens is, you'll find that now, since they're building this store in your area, and you do have information, or you can tell, we all know that if a store is being built in our nearby area or in our vicinity, we know that whoever that's building that store have done their math and they're gonna be making money once the store starts running. We know that, right? So then let's say they're building it here in Newcastle. Since I'm in Newcastle now, let's say they're building it now here. I know that these guys are gonna be making money, and since I live here, I would love to be a part of that as well. So now, if I wanna be a part of that, what does that mean? That means I must go and buy shares from these 4 guys who are at the table. But then now you'll find that there is Sia and Pet. So you find that Sia is broke. Actually, Sia doesn't have money, so this one is broke. And Pet is rich, he's a millionaire. Okay, let me pause this and answer my phone. Okay, I'm back. Okay, as I was explaining, let's say now from Newcastle you have Sia, and then you also have a guy called Pet. Pet is a millionaire, and Sia, okay, you can just say broke, or we can say he doesn't have enough money to buy shares from those guys. So now that you have these 2 guys down here, these guys, they both live here in Newcastle, and they both know that in order for them to make money with ShopRite, since they know that this store is going to make money, they will need to own shares there at ShopRite. So let's assume that that guy A, they contributed 25%, this one B contributed 30%, then this one, again, we give this one 30%, and then we give guy D 15%. So then now we know that in order for these 2 guys as well, in order for them to own shares for this store that is being built right here, they will also need to consult one of those guys or the whole board, and then they will also they will expect the board to sell them a certain percentages of their shares. So what happens is, now Sia, since he doesn't have money, he knows that once this store is complete, okay, let's say this is construction phase, since they contributed 5 million, let's say 5 million is there, and then this is gonna be money on this side, and then it's gonna be timed at the bottom. So what happens is, these guys are gonna take this 5 million that they contributed, and then from that 5 million, it's gonna be dropping, money is gonna drop. Why is it dropping? Because it's the construction phase. It means like they're buying materials, they're buying everything that they need while they're building the store before it can start up. We know they need to be all those things. Even if they found the building there, they'll need to renovate it, they will need to buy materials, and then they'll need to buy some stuff that they will start selling. So it means their money will be falling during that time. It will be going down until everything is finished. So once this construction phase is finished and then everything is in order at store, and then now they open. Now let's say a store opens right here. Store opens here. It opens right here. So then we know now once people start buying, now the store is going to start making money, and then things are going to start slowly going up. So these shareholders, these 4 shareholders, when things are starting up, they will also be smiling because now they will be making money. So now you have these 2 guys. Let's come back to these 2 guys, Pet and Sia. So if you come back to these 2 guys, you'll find that now Sia doesn't even consult the board, because if he goes to the board, he doesn't have money more. He's broke. So it doesn't matter what price they give him there, he won't afford it. So Sia won't even bother to go and consult those guys who are the owners of this store and ask them and ask for shares and all this stuff, because he knows he won't be able to afford them. And then you will find that you have Pet now, who is a millionaire. We said Pet is the rich one. Pet can consult those guys. He can go and talk to those guys and ask for shares, and then it will depend on those guys if they are giving him shares or not. And then again, before those guys can sell shares to Pet, so if Pet now goes and then tells those guys, hey Matut, I have money, I see that you're building something that I might be interested in here, you are building a store, and I also want to make money, why don't you send me some shares, 5% or 10%. Now in order for those guys to sell to Pet, it will have to depend whether they want to sell to Pet or they are in need of money. So it means now if they are also in need of money, let's say during their construction phase they realize, damn, this 5 million is not going to be enough, and then now when Pet consults them, then they can just sell him some of their shares so that they can make up for whatever that is short. If they are not short and they are still happy with their contribution, with their 5 million, and they don't know Pet and they don't want to sell shares to Pet, nothing binds them or nothing forces them to sell to him. So Pet, even while he's a millionaire, he can still be denied shares. So now this forex part, the way I like to introduce it is from these 2 guys. Now we have this guy who's broke, so he doesn't even consult the board to get shares, and then we have Pet here who has all the money, but then now when he approaches the board, they deny him shares as well. So that's why I like to start this thing, and then now we'll go on from these 2 guys who've been rejected to buy shares, the actual shares from the stores, and then we'll push further into the next. Okay, voila, we're back. Okay, so what happens is now you have Sia and then you have Pet, whom are both in need of shares, but then now Sia is broke, cannot afford them. Pet can afford them, but then the guys at the board don't want to sell to Pet. So now I'm sure most of you are familiar with the term JSE, Johannesburg Stock Exchange. So what happens, JSE, what they do is these guys, they keep records of companies, like their price, how is that company doing, how is that company doing, and all that stuff. So if we have like ShopRite, Pick and Pay, MTN, and all that stuff, so these will be the guys who are keeping their record now. How are they doing? They monitoring their price, like maybe from last month to this month, from yesterday to today, did they go up in terms of prices or did they go down? So these guys, they monitor them. So now that means now these guys, they have their charts now. So they have their charts, like okay, let me cut this. So it means now these JSE guys will have, for ShopRite, they will have their price charts, that it started there, it went down, and then it started picking up, and then it went all the way. So what happens then is now what these 2 guys do, Pet and Sia, is they go to this guy. What this guy does is now JSE guy, what he does is he takes these charts that he has and then he makes them available to these two guys, Pet and Sia. So JSE will then take these charts that he's keeping for these companies, Shoprite and all that stuff. He will take these charts and then make them available to Pet and Sia. So he will give these two charts to Pet and Sia. So now Pet and Sia now can now come to JSE or go to JSE and then go and buy shares there. But then when they're buying shares, they will be buying shares from this Shoprite chart, but now they will only be buying here only to take advantage of the price. It doesn't mean that when they buy here that they are shareholders now at Shoprite. Shoprite doesn't even know of their existence. They don't even know who they are. Their name doesn't even pop up on the Shoprite chart, on the actual Shoprite chart. So when they are buying here on this chart, they only buying to take advantage of the price which is monitored by JSE. Okay, you have to get this one. So now it means now we know that I know that I said CI is broke and I said Pet is rich. So now you'll be asking yourself, oh, so how can CI buy now when it's broke now? When these guys are buying now here at JSE, it doesn't matter how much you have, but you buy with whatever you have. So let's say now this guy, since he's a millionaire part, he will be buying here and risking up all of his milli, and then price goes up, let's say 10 points, and then he makes a profit of 500,000, and then he's gonna come with the profit of 500,000 plus his milli. He's happy, he made half of his investment. And then while this guy is doing that, at the same time also CI, he goes and he buys as well. But then now since CI doesn't have any money, let's say he only buy using 10 rand now, while that guy who bought using a milli is making 500,000, CI will be making a profit of 5 rand because he only invested 10 rand. Now if you look at this thing, both these guys are happy. CI is happy because he only invested 10 rand and he made a profit of 5 rands. That's a lot to him. And then Pet is happy because he invested a milli and they made a profit of 500,000. So that's what happens now. When we are trading, we're not actually buying actual shares in the stores or in the any business ventures that you might think of. We're not actually going there to buy the actual shares there, but what we do is we take advantage of this guy here. But then when we are talking of Forex, you will see on the next page, when we are talking of Forex, that is when now we'll be looking at the bank instead of JSE. JSE, that is the stock part. That is where they keep records for the companies, as I was saying. Then we're gonna go to Forex. I'm gonna explain everything there as well. I think that will have to be on the second video because then now I don't have much time to record here. Okay, so it's gonna be a wrap for video 1 and then we're gonna do second video.